Should you buy Amazfit Stratos or go for cheaper Amazfit Pace? This is not comparison video, but it is everything you need to know video about Xiaomi Amazfit Stratos. And yes, if you ask me, Stratos and Stratos 2S are same watches, with Stratos 2 having leather wristband. In terms of build quality, Xiaomi didn't let down. Stratos is built like no other Amazfit smartwatch. Housing is made of ceramic, which is covered with glass fiber reinforced polycarbonate. Kinda impressive for a smartwatch in this price range. Front ring and 3 navigation buttons are made of stainless steel, no need to say that they feel excellent to touch with solid feedback. And on the front we have same screen as on cheaper last year Amazfit Pace, 1.34 inches, 320 by 300 pixels, touch reflective low power color display. It is always on screen. The more light there is, it will be more visible. There is ambient light sensor, so when there is no light you will have backlight to cover you. Everything is reverse than usual. Backlight is used during night and no backlight during daylight. Great, isn't it? Screen is protected by sapphire crystal, and I can confirm that during my careless use I wasn't able to make any scratch on screen, which is impressive. It happened to me unintentionally, of course, to hit a brick with Stratos, and I was semi-drunk, so that happened. The great news is that there is no any damage on sapphire screen, which proves its resilience to shattering or scratches, which is impressive. Amazfit Stratos use same philosophy-oriented straps, which is great if you ask me. They can be replaced with ease and there are tons of alternative options to buy, which is a huge plus if you are a person who like to adapt watch to your style. Heart of Stratos is 1.2 GHz dual-core processor with 512 megabits of RAM and 4 GB of internal storage, from which around 2 GB is available to user. And this is not expandable by any means. Stratos is not just about chipset and RAM. Variety of sensors and features is on board. Few things which I will highlight is low power GPS and GLONASS binary positioning, PPG heart rate sensor. And yes, Stratos is up to 50 meters waterproof. And much more from list, which you can see, and I doubt you will find something that you will miss on Stratos. Actually, there is one thing. Stratos has 2 GB of storage which is available to user and it is not expandable. 8 GB would be a sweet spot, that would be great. And that flat tire under screen needed to go. That would make Stratos even more perfect. Major concern for me is higher price of Amazfit Stratos than Amazfit Pace. Yes, we see a upgrade overall, but I feel left down in screen department. Flat tire is here and it is not bothersome, but it is there and I would be definitely more happy if they removed it. Apart from that fact, I don't see any major change about screen, it is the same unit. Super visible when there is light, the more ambient light there is, more visible the screen will be. Yes, colors are a bit washed out and that is more pronounced because of low viewing angles, but keep in mind that this is not something which should turn you from considering Stratos. It is just fact which you need to consider. Going inside UI we see a lot of things, too much to cover in reasonably long video. To be simple, I'm gym rat and I find Stratos missing predefined program for gym. But if you're a person who like to run, ride a bike with GPS, bam, you're covered. Detailed data with both GLONASS and GPS, and I must say, I tested GPS few times and it was accurate, no complaints about that. From my personal testing, all data was accurate, heart rate and steps with maximum 5% mismatch. But who will know who lies here, gym, treadmill or Stratos? 5% is a reasonable mismatch. Cool thing is that Stratos is waterproof up to 50 meters, so swimmers can use it also without worrying. For detailed specifications, check link down below in description box. Also please subscribe and support RMT Tech. Thank you. Stratos UI is intuitive and customizable, yet it feels a bit sluggish, but this should be fixed in future updates as it was same situation on previous version. Now I should like to mention interesting features as maximum oxygen uptake, exercise load and recovery times. Data for these is product of algorithms which use various data which watch is monitoring during your daily routines. You can't make or receive calls directly on Stratos. This is also the case for messages, you just have notifications to read. But Amazfit has a huge community. Some things which aren't possible officially can be done with help of community. There is a link down below for more info. Check it out. At the time of recording this review, Stratos in English version is on horizon, and you should focus on buying English version as mine is translated to English for the sake of this review. For details about this, check links in description box. Also, one of key highlights of Stratos is battery life. Like his younger brother Pace, Stratos combines best of both worlds. You get all time on screen and solid 3 to 4 days of mediocre usage, but with daily GPS usage count on 2 days as realistic number. There is one more question to answer, as Xiaomi Amazfit Stratos is undoubtedly good device. Question arises, is it worth to pay extra money and get new Stratos over Pace? Answer is yes and no. No if you aren't chasing latest and greatest. In this case, difference isn't that dramatic and Pace is proven as good and polished product. Yes, if money isn't main obstacle, Stratos is more robust and personally more appealing to my taste. From technical side, I feel as Stratos is more polished device. That is not maybe a case now with these early firmwares, but on the long run, Stratos is better bang for the buck. For all additional info about devices and more, check description box. I hope you enjoyed watching. Hit subscribe button and support my work. Big thank you for that. And until next time, see ya.